Good morning, everyone. My name is Vidar, and I am here to talk about the Filipino indigenous religious practices featuring the five tribes from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. According to Reiser, year 2011, indigenous knowledge can be broadly defined as knowledge that an indigenous community accumulates over generations of living in a particular environment. Ifugao was formerly known as a part of the Old Mountain Province. It was created as an independent province on June 18, 1966 by virtue of Republic Act No. 4695, otherwise known as a Division of Law of Mountain Province. They believe in the existence of thousands of gods which may enter specific sacred objects such as the bull. The Ivatans are a Filipino ethno-linguistic group predominant in the island of Batanes. Their ethnogenesis is unclear, their origins remain untraced among scholars, but they are believed to be an Austronesian group related to neighboring Ilocanos on a purely linguistic basis. The culture of the Ivatans is partly influenced by the environmental condition of Batanes. Ivatans have adopted their now famous stone houses made of coral and limestone designed to protect against the hostile climate. The Itas, or Agta or Aita, are one of the earliest known inhabitants of the Philippines who are now living in scattered mountainous areas of the country. They were called by the Spanish colonizer as Negritos because of their dark brown skin. They are nomadic but are very skilled in weaving and plaiting. They make their living from hunting and gathering. A few years ago, the culture and language of the Negrito were threatened to be lost completely. The Bagobo are by origin a nomadic tribe. They traveled from one place to another by hacking their way through the virgin forest. The Bagobo also believe in a supreme being who inhabits the sky world, as well as a deity, a supernatural immortal being who will bring sickness and death to couples. It is not rare that a heavily ornamented Bagobo are considered the most colorful people of the Philippines. Some Bagobo people have abandoned their tribal roots and embraced modern life, but most of the tribe's members remain proud of their heritage, traditions, and the native cultural identity. The Badjao are a sea-dwelling tribe often known as the sea nomads who have been floating off the shores of Southeast Asia, originally from the island of Sulu in Mindanao, for centuries. As a nomadic tribe living in a stilt huts or boat houses on shallow waters, they make their living from traditional free diving for fish and pearls. According to UNDP 2010, in the Philippines, about 14 to 17 million of the total population are indigenous peoples belonging to 110 ethno-linguistic groups, mainly concentrated about 33% in northern Luzon and 61% in Mindanao, with few groups in the Visayas area. According to Molintas, 2004, underlined that many of these indigenous peoples can be found in remote forested and hilly uplands. Some have also stood their ground successfully and maintain a close link with their ancestral past. People live in the Philippines had different origin, culture, and environment. Each of it has a unique way of living that reflects to the nature of their habitat. Indigenous community can live on the land, above the mountain, and shallow sea. Their way of life has a great difference in the 21st century. Before, our spiritual beliefs are full of baffling and mysterious stories, but now, in the 21st century, people often believe to something that will benefit them individually and the things that support facts. Today, the impacts of indigenous people in the cities are the colorful and unique festivals.